And we are going to see that Cloud. Now, Cloud is slightly more reasonable on a larger stage, but that is not to say that that Big Fish won't have a slightly easier time because he is heavier. You know, he's going to be harder to send towards that blast zone.
Oh, my player came went crazy on me. Nobody saw that.
There we go.
But early on, damage going the way of Dav ID on the Cloud.
Very solid with his defensive play here. Really looking to keep Big Fish on his toes but missing the tech and getting punished for it pretty hard as well.
Good air dodge there to avoid the spike coming out from Big Fish. I mean, that an early spike can toss a match so quickly.
It can. But that side B doing a lot of damage to Big Fish's shield.
That shield real low. He's got to be careful. He keeps pulling that out.
He's very in danger of being poked right now.
Broken real easy if he doesn't hold off. Got to give a shout out though to Big Fish playing the Yeti DK here.
Of course. That's what we like to see here.
For anybody who's ever been to one of the SmashDEN tournaments, you will see that all of our stage lists, the images of the stage, so you know what it looks like in case you're not super familiar with it, is on it, and all of them feature Mario and Yeti Donkey Kong to show you what the starting character positions are as well.
And slightly questionable to send that neutral B out when Donkey Kong was recovering so high, but you know, I don't have the 3,000 IQ of a Cloud player, so it's hard for me to say.
Absolutely. But there we go. Still staying in that blast zone. That low blast zone is really, really close. You got to watch out for that. But both here well over 100%. They're both in kill percentage, and that back throw should do it, and it absolutely does.
Big Fish sitting here at 191%. Like I said, very hard to keep him out, but Dav ID manages to do it with the down air.
Safe damage up in the 90%.
And just thinks to himself for a minute, what would Link do? Down air, stab him with the sword, and it works.
Always. Big Fish looking to stay up on these platforms here, but can't really manage. Cloud now having limit.
Yeah, I think we're going to see the beam sword over here on that. Absolutely does, but shielded all the way through, so nothing coming out of that. Like I say, I love that we're seeing both these players really use the space they are given here without avoiding each other. We're just seeing the combat move as a pair around the entirety of this stage.
It's like a Super Saiyan battle.
Absolutely. They need an entire canyon for themselves.
And
there we go for the cargo grab.
Oh!
Throws him out towards
Dav
the other
ID
side.
also really wising up to Cloud's approach options here. Really nailing down when to shield and when to keep on his toes and sort of keep away.
Oh!
And gets the parry!
Parry into the punch.
Not enough to send him to the blast zone.
It was so close, but that was beautiful nonetheless. Parry into the punch.
Big Fish now. Oh!
And there we go. The limit
Both
break
players
on
fishing
the
for those really hard hitting attacks, but Dav ID managing to get it with the limit side B. The cargo grab, not enough.
Cargo carry, not enough to get him out the side here at 119, but when you're running all the way across the stage, that's going to be kind of hard, especially on a stage this small.
Yes. Dav ID now going for those up tilt juggles, getting Big Fish to 59%.
There we go. The back air takes him out, but yeah, carrying almost 60% now over into that last stock.
Comeback is still very much possible, but it is looking like with those juggles and those really strong options from Cloud.
Yeah, I think it was really smart play from Dav ID to look into those tilts, get those juggles, work up that damage.
Yeah.
That way you have the lead going into the last stock.
Chooses to charge that limit rather than chase off stage. Goes for the side B and manages to get him when his shield is lowered.
And there we go. That's game one going over to Dav ID.
Right now, and some of you that are, we have a birthday that we're going to celebrate. Woo! Our good friend Ramen Lord. He's old. Can we all join and sing happy birthday to him? All right.
We're singing happy birthday, Ramen Lord.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ramen Lord. Happy go!
And into game 2 between Dav ID and Big
Oh, that is
Fish.
the best thing that's happened at this tournament. Right away
Now
with the perfect shield.
onto that battlefield, but both are able to very easily camp under those platforms and really take advantage of whoever lands on top.
Yeah, absolutely. Both these characters have good moves to up tilt or up smash through those platforms nice and easily. We're going to see some good play out of those, I would expect.
Nice approach with the side B.
Right off the bat, we're seeing Dav ID taking control, getting some juggling going on. He did start with the double up tilt again. And then we go through that platform.
Looking for those up airs, really able to keep Big Fish in the air, kind of keep him where he wants him. And now with that limit, that is going to be enough to put him out at only 21%.
That was a great first stock coming out from Dav ID there.
Can I get Ants and K-Man, Station 3? Ants, K-Man, Station 3.
And now he's got over a stock lead here.
Dav ID really capitalizing on Big Fish's defensive options, knows when to go for those up tilt juggles, but Big Fish able to push him out the side, keep him gimped with that back air.
Yeah, that was a really great play by Big Fish there. Going for the cargo throw when your opponent's not at a high percent seems really questionable, but he followed up with a perfect back air, limiting Dav ID's ability to get back to that ledge, and gets a pretty free stock out of it.
Misses that free up
And he goes for it again.
Dav ID really,
and that might be, not enough.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, he gimps himself in the
The
process.
poor man is able to roll through that limit neutral V
But we bring it
and
down,
scare him
Gentleman's
away
one
from
stock.
the edge.
Gentleman's one stock here. Big Fish after SDing.
He wants to
manages
stay
get
behind
kill
that
after all.
shield, but hitbox is so large that it's very hard not to get poked during that.
Yeah, and obviously, I mean, at this point, his strategy has to be going for get him out of the edge and go for a gimp again. That is what he's been successful on in this match. And Dav ID, how do you play around that? How do you keep yourself from getting cargo thrown? How do you keep yourself from getting just over the edge at all?
Both players have to be a lot more careful now that they don't have those bigger blast zones to rely on.
Absolutely. Up to 70% apiece here. Seen a really close game 2 out of these two. There we go, there's the cargo throw again.
Not enough to put him out, but enough to put him over the edge.
I'm surprised he was able to get, and he gets it!
Up B, not able to recover.
I was surprised he was able to get back up on the ledge and jump in time to get that back air gimp.
Of course, yeah.
But he does pull it off, bringing this game, or this match to a 1-1 game 3. Really well played with the gimps there.
Very well played. And that comeback, very impressive.
That is some of the best gimping I've seen that wasn't Fire Emblem characters falling completely far out of the stage and then somehow jump up being all the way back. That was just as close as he was. He knew that Cloud's recovery doesn't have a lot of horizontal to it, and he took huge advantage of that. Played it very, very well.
Yeah, and Donkey Kong very easily able to go off the stage horizontally and able to really push Cloud out because Donkey Kong does have that horizontal ability to recover. So.
And we see these two sticking with their characters, running it back. Cloud versus Donkey Kong. We're seeing Midgar, which is basically another battlefield.
And we do have the home field advantage here for Cloud. So
absolutely.
Anything could happen. Not able to juggle with that up tilt again, but can go for the turnaround side B.
Early damage is definitely going the way of Dav ID. He hasn't actually taken a hit yet.
A turn and burn, very deadly out of Cloud because he's able to pivot so quickly and get that side B out.
Oh, the slap
Oh,
shielded.
the shield.
Oh, he dodges the first slash, not able to get the second one. He gets comboed that with the little dash attack there.
Big Fish really looking to keep his defensive options open on that platform, really keeping his shield up when he's predicting that up tilt coming out. Giving Dav ID a little bit of a harder time trying to juggle him like he was in the last game.
Well, we're seeing it real close in damage overall, 100, 105. And it's become a very, very close match here. Totally makes sense, though, after the first two games, what we saw. And there we go. The limit's going to be filled up as Big Fish makes it back to the stage. Burns
Not
it there.
able to hit that limit side B.
Good choice by Big Fish there, reading that, jumping up to the platform above.
Can I get Chechi, Conquer Turtle, Station 6? Chechi, Conquer Turtle, Station 6.
He's going to go for the grab here any moment.
Both these players playing very defensive, very calculated. Donkey Kong up to 152%. Definitely both players within kill percent, but you know, Donkey Kong is heavy enough that you really have to.
You got to hit him with something good.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, and the back
throw
throw from the side. That's going to do it. When you're above 100%, you're always in danger of that.
167 into next stock.
But if he can get some percent out before dying here, that's going to be a big win for Big Fish, having been the higher percentage on the first stock when getting that kill.
Now with those juggles and the giant punch hitting shield, but able to do a lot of shield damage.
He goes for another cargo carry.
Cargo grab.
Is he going to be able to get back
to
in nowhere to gimp?
75%.
Can't get the gimp off, but yeah, the damage as you mentioned.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unless I'm wrong, until just now, Big Fish has not taken any damage since this stock.
Yeah, he was playing a very, very clean.
He was.
On Dav ID's second stock here.
Still up in 200%
And
now.
there we go. That's the first 200 of the day here on the main stage.
Oh,
that
and the
should
up
do
tilt
it. There
finally
we go.
puts him out.
When you die to a cloud up tilt, you know you had a lot of damage. But he's coming in here. He's got 90%. It should be not
Really wants
too
to keep him out with that sex kick, but the limit up B is enough to get him back up to the stage pretty much no matter where he is.
Good roll to dodge the grab there from Big Fish. Looking for the gimp, does not get it this time. Dav ID, after being punched with those gimps all of game 2, he's got an eye out for it. There goes the cargo carry.
Cargo
He
grab
goes
again.
for the throw underneath!
My dude!
That's just dirty, throwing him against
The
that
backwards
slant.
cargo throw, always such a death sentence.
Absolutely.
If you're above 100%, unless you really nail that tech, there's no coming back from that.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't tech that, you're dead. It's gone. And really great. He wasn't getting the gimps. He wasn't getting the gimps, and he finds another way to get it. So really nice adaptation there from Big Fish.
Donkey Kong over here parrying the projectiles really well. Really looking to not get camped out here, but unfortunately does get hit by the limit neutral B.
Yeah, absolutely. Up to 124 now. He's got Dave up to 46, so he's kind of nearing that kill percentage, but he's not there yet by any stretch of the imagination. Unless you were to land a full giant punch, and don't expect fireworks unless Big Fish is
Anything
allowed
could happen.
to land some more damage. But there he goes. Immediately gets him back up to 75, or almost to 75, and now he's over it. This
One
is kill
good
percent
cargo
here.
throw is all that it needs.
And
He goes
that
for the
is a good
two-frame,
cargo throw right there.
And the forward throw
Does
not
not
take
come out.
it.
Doesn't
Cloud
get the
now
gimp
has
either.
limit.
Gimp makes it back. The limit's
Manages
shielded.
to shield.
You're seeing
A sex kick out of Donkey Kong, really good for keeping Dav ID out.
Absolutely.
Dav ID going through for that up throw. Really just trying to juggle him.
Oh man. Just they're playing so cautiously. I mean, Big Fish doesn't want to go down to one stock. Timeout. Oh, and the
Yeah,
timeout definitely.
we are now
coming.
looking out for that timeout at
You got a
1
full
minute 10 seconds.
At 1:15, it's going to take some great play from Dav ID to not die within that 1 minute. But Big Fish at 2:07, he's at 2 stock. Now the
No dash dancing at center stage where it would be a
Now,
little bit tougher to get that kill.
If the rules do come into play here, what it is if you have... Oh, there we go. Doesn't even matter. Big Fish clearing it out there. Well done. Earning that game
Solid
to
two
the match
stock.
win. Now,
Big
if the-
Fish really able to carry those high stocks very well. Very.